Hey everyone, welcome to this replay that I named the Illidan Dream. Now, I just wanted to share this fun little match with you guys because it was quite the experience to say the least. First things first, we had an AFK Butcher for the entire match, so we were essentially down one man. Like it was 4v5 or 4.5 versus 5 at best. And so the second part was, if you take a look over on the top right side of the screen, you can see that the entirety of the enemy team is like, they're mostly melee attackers. So I figured, you know what, I might be able to pull something off with Illidan's playstyle, you know, with like the evasion, like dodging all the melee attacks and everything. So immediately we jumped some action with the enemy Illidan, or my daddy apparently. He's trying to dive in on me, but I immediately disengaged, seeing as how our Butcher is stuck in the base, you know, because he's AFK. So I just immediately rotate, and I ping retreat from my team. Hopefully they see it, and I just rotate bot, and I start soaking those minions. Now my daddy apparently, like he got the same idea. He's immediately bot soaking the minions on me. I see Zarya coming, so I want to back up because it's 1v2, and now I know that both of these heroes, they're both auto attackers mainly, so I can trade into them a little bit, but once my evasion is down, I need to get out of there, and that's what I did there. Also, the Zarya, I have to play around her shield. When her shield is up, you wait for it to go away. If she's not using it, you force the shield, and then once the shield is up, like right there, I tried to force the shield, but I guess it was on cooldown or something. But if the shield is up or is available, you need to be very mindful of it and not commit all your damage, and you have to wait until her shield is on cooldown, and then you jump in just like that, and we should be able to take her. Yep, we take her out of the fight just like that. Now I got Battered Assault because they have a Samuro. They have like 3 melees that I can just cleave into with sweeping strikes, so I'll be getting the procs a huge amount of the time. Our bot Butcher charging minions, man. I mean, we all know how bots never miss their abilities. The abilities never fail, you know. So nothing really happening here. Looks like we're deciding to get on the point. We're down the talent, but we should be able to get that. Vala soaking up top, Varian heading up top. They probably don't want to commit to that. It looks like they're just poking around. Yeah, Varian looks a little bit too committed though. If we look over at the minimap, it looks like he was able to get out just fine though. Poking at my daddy for a little bit, and we see the Samuro, but you know, we got the objective, so we don't really care. And he dives on me. I'm lower health, so you know, I just immediately disengage. And now we're back to the laning phases. So pretty standard. We're just soaking and killing minions, pushing lanes. Varian points out bot soak, so I immediately start going down there. I should start jungling soon. Now while I'm soaking down here, it appears something's happening up here with bot Butcher. Our well is down, which is bad news for our friendly team. Meanwhile, their wall is completely up because they got the top temple. So it's a bit of a bad lane for us right now. Someone else, Tark Butcher bot. Okay, that should be me, but I'm busy, you know, playing some Hero Storm. So I'm just trying to push down these towers. Especially since we know the second round of temples is going to be only the bot one. I'm trying to push this as far as I can, and like the best scenario would be to take this well right here so that they can't use it when the fight happens. But I was by myself and Lunara already appeared, so I wasn't going to be able to do anything by myself. Now I engage on Lunara, and I can't actually do anything. I'm just trying to trade as much damage in the time that I have with my evasion, but you know, I took a little bit too long and I took a bit too much damage, so I have to tap my well, unfortunately. I just wanted to kind of clear these golems as much as I could before I got out of the lane. Now, while I'm doing this, up top there's a fight happening, and it looks like it's 2v2, but enemy Illidan just came in, especially when our variant was already low, and our Medivh, kind of odd portal placement right there, he gets taken out of the fight. And we're down 2 people right now, and we're down an entire level at least. So I just ping Butcher and I start this camp, you know, just to get something going. And Samuro, the enemy Samuro should be nearby. As you can see, he steps right on the point as we're about to cap it, and we kill him, I think. No, he gets away. But we pretty much commit everything to this fight, and Varian standing on the point, he ends up taking it. Zariel lives barely, but they win the fight, but we win camp. Because of that team fight, they managed to get level 10, and they have ults now. And our team, especially this Medivh, the morale is kind of low, and he's asking about, you know, just waiting in the well and letting the loss play out the way it would happen. So now we're on the back foot. The enemy gets a free objective, and we don't even have ultimates. So the main thing to do right now, we just gotta soak. We just gotta get XP. We gotta get level 10, so we can fight them on even footing with ultimates and whatnot. Our Medivh already saying that it's over, and describing our bot Butcher as trash, as if the AI was, you know, state of the art. Like, what do you expect from a bot Butcher? Like, my attitude, I mean, towards the bot Butcher was like, well, you know what, this is the hand we were dealt, you know, so we should still try, you know. Just because something unfortunate happens doesn't mean you just give up. Like I say right there, even if we're going to lose doesn't mean we can't have fun. Like, what my mindset was at this point was like, okay, so if we're going to lose, I'm just gonna try to get as many kills as I can, honestly. And like, I'm not gonna feed or anything, you know, I'm still gonna play smart, but you know, I'm gonna go ham. Like you can see here, I can we were, what was that, like a 3v4, and we managed to trade evenly, I think. And I ended up dying, but that wasn't too bad a trade. I mean, it could have been worse. So once again, we lost the team fight, and the enemy's pushing us in, but they don't really have anything left to push because all our tier 1 structures are down, and they can't pose that aggressively and start like taking our keeps and whatnot. So they won the team fight, but they didn't really accomplish anything with that victory. So bot Butcher, nobody's pinging him. We're probably gonna, we're gonna start this camp because we know that the temples are spawning soon, and there we go, they spawn. So the timing for this camp should be good. It'll start pressuring these gates. And looks like the team wants to pose bottom temple, but I think I want to go top because the majority of them are bot, and I'd rather get the free temple up here, honestly. So looks like they're still posing bot for some reason. They're getting a pretty hefty push on our bot lane. Medivh scouting, and with the minions over here and the temple and nobody on our team clearing them, they're probably gonna get this bottom cube. Now I'm just sitting up here getting the top temple and pushing the hell out of their fort. So, you know, I'm doing my job. And once again, the team is split for I don't even know what reason. I thought Medivh scouting them bot made it clear that they were all bot and that we shouldn't split and engage. But for some reason, the team engaged, and we lost Butcher. So, I mean, we got a good push going top. We got a good amount of damage on their mid fort. Surprisingly, our bot keep is still alive, and I'm just just coming in to poke some damage because it's only Samuro visible here. But then Illidan shows up, but of course I'm going. I have the Dream Illidan build, right? So I don't care that Illidan shows up because I can best that Illidan. Now Samuro, I was attacking his clone there at the end, but what I didn't realize was that he switched it because he had Illusion Master, which I actually didn't catch on to at all. Like I kept getting confused. I was like, wait, I could have sworn that was the real one because clone Samuros don't retreat. But it turns out he just switched bodies with one of his illusions to get away. Now there's a fight happening up here. They caught wind that we were doing the camp. I get hunted, but it's alright. I got my evasion, I got my metamorphosis, I'm going ham, and I'm getting my battered assault proc, I'm getting my 100 onslaught heal, I'm getting the elusive strike reduction on my evasion. I'm just tanking everything here. And Samuro with his clones, he's just giving me more battered assault procs, and we just mop the floor with them despite the talent advantage, despite the level advantage, despite the AI that we have. And then we just completely, well, almost completely wiped them. Samuro got away once again, but this is the turning point in the game where we start coming back because I have all the necessary cooldowns and talents that I have to be able to tank all the damage that they give out. Now, while I'm in this form, when I'm in the state of being able to take all their damage, I need to be careful about Kerrigan's stun. That is like the main thing. If I get myself hit by that stun, it's pretty much over for me unless Medivh gets my back, which like it's not really far-fetched that he would have my back, but it's kind of putting unnecessary pressure on him because that's a shield that could be going to somebody else, you know. So my main priority in this fight, like, there's so much going on with Samuro bodies and whatnot, you can't even like pinpoint what's going on anymore. My main priorities in fight is just cleaving, getting battered assault procs, hitting things, and healing off of it, and dodging the Kerrigan stun. Those are my main prerogatives right now. So another team fight is happening up top. We lose Vala because she's super squished, but you know, I have all my cooldowns, so I'm gonna engage. And Medivh's Polybomb in close proximity with this kind of enemy team actually has a ton of value because they have a Samuro who's going to spread the Polybomb even more, and they have a ton of melee. So right now we're trading sort of evenly. We lost 2 people, but they lose their Lunara, so they're also down 2 people. But of course this Kerrigan cannot kill me. She misses her stun, and of course that means she loses the fight against me. So we actually, I entered that fight late, but we actually managed to turn that fight around because the enemy team stuck around. So now, while I cap this tempo, we did in fact lose bot to these sand golems that keep pushing. But yeah, this is kind of, we got a good snowball rolling here. We're starting to win team fights, and we're shifting the momentum back to our side, you know. So Vala's clearing bot, and me and Medivh are fighting over here. We're split, of course, which I actually should be helping him, but instead I tunneled on the Samuro, which was my mistake, and he got away once again. Like I said, I never caught on that he had Illusion Master, and he kept getting away with those slivers of health. I really wanted him dead. But once the rest of the enemy team showed up there, I decided that this was not an endeavor that I wanted to pursue anymore. So, especially with Bob Butcher, you know, you never know what he's gonna do with his life. Like, he doesn't care about life. So I just decided to back out. And now at this point we're just getting camps, pushing out lanes again. It's the laning phase. So we want to keep as much pressure. Now, the enemy team is trying for a gank, it appears, and I see that my team is not behind me, so I just disengage. Like, even though I can tank a lot of their damage, it's not worth it if the ability to do that doesn't mean anything, you know. So now our butcher gets caught out, so I decide that, okay, I think this is where we have to engage. So I start I start training their Samuro, and I think he switched with his clone, or maybe that was a clone to begin with, but either way he survived. I go on their Illidan because I see that he's getting low, and I take him out of the fight. Now I got my Battle Assault Cleave on both bodies there, and I'm chasing Lunara, but I realize I'm low, so let me turn back and kill these other two behind me and leech off of their health. Now unfortunately, Lunara did get her dots on me, and she did manage to get away because of that base movement speed. But what was that? A 2 for 4 trade. So yeah, we're starting to catch up on XP, and we have both objectives. Violet was over here tanking this temple by herself, and she's a really squishy hero. So I tell her to be careful. You know, watch out for that Lunara. But we can see that she's up top, so we should be fine. Samuro is actually dead, so we don't. For once in his goddamn life. So we don't have to worry about him popping on her out of nowhere. Now they're rezzing, so Valla definitely needs backup. Varian is in taunt form, so he's a lot less worrisome, because you know, he'd probably handle himself a little bit. Now they're posing. We saw Lunara over here just a second ago, so they're posing for like a gank probably, or at least Lunara wants to gank, but team wasn't quite quick enough. Now we have Storm talent leads, but so the enemy team just caught up. The whole entire team is posing mid. The rest of the members joining now. It appears that both teams sort of want to fight. This kind of fight, if you look at the state of the map, there's nothing besides the boss that's up. So that's kind of the reason why these fights happen in quick match, is because there's nothing else to do. So yeah, it's a fight for no reason. Like, the enemy team really had no reason to engage on us, and they kind of paid the price for doing so, because that polybomb just completely wrecked their team. Illidan gets locked down by me and my engaged buddy Butcher. You know, Bot Butcher. Bots are your best friend, man. So this Zarya, she's already max energy, but I'm alright. I got my Metamorphosis. I'm healing. I pop my health potion on all these Samuro bodies, and I'm popping evasion. I'm popping battered assault, all these things, and then I take the portal disengage once my job is done. Now there's a Samuro clone here, but you know, I can heal off of him, or if it's the real one, I just kill him. But either way, you know, I just kill it. It gives him vision. Like, there's no reason not to, because I heal off of it. And now that I have my permanent attack speed increased from Metamorphosis, I'm just gonna start soloing boss. Like, I'm healing for more than this boss can do to me. I'm weaving in my evasions in between and doing that damage mitigation when I can. And I can literally solo boss if I wanted to. Like, these guys could be off doing something else. But of course, you know, stick with the team. They're doing the right thing. So now the enemy team, they have two keeps that are at half health, and we have 2 keeps that are at full health, but we have 1 keep down. So they're sort of they're still winning slightly on Siege, but we have a boss pushing and we have both objectives. So at this point, it's very dire for the enemy team. Like, the momentum has settled, and like, the momentum on our side it just keeps going. Like, the acceleration is stable, and I actually decided not to go for that top temple because we knew that the whole entirety of the enemy team was up, so I didn't want to split off too much. And I say that while I joined the fight super late. But I go on this Lunara, which is actually not the right thing to do because they need me as a frontline. But let's see how the team handles this. So they're actually, with Varian tanking, they actually managed to clean up the majority of the enemy team just for the price of Varian. And I'm clearing out the back line here. We got rid of Lunara, and we actually get a full wipe on the enemy team. And yeah, we literally just we just won. Like, our Medivh is still in disbelief that we just won this entire game with a bot. And honestly, once I realized that I was able to tank all their damage, I knew that we had a good chance of winning. So, you know, like I said, never give up, never surrender, and always BM. Remember to always BM, kids, especially when you pull off something like this, which is great. Even my engaged buddy, the bot Butcher, he was BMing with me. Not today, my daddy. Not today. And obviously, you know, the main tank gotta be MVP. I'm missing that stat where it says best damage taken though. Wait, can we talk about that for a moment? Why does Taunt Variant not get that stat? he's technically a warrior, but it doesn't show his damage taken. But you know, it's whatever. My team completely oblivious to the fact that, you know, I was the main tank and everybody gave Medivh votes, which, you know, he deserved. I guess that polybomb was those polybombs were pretty clutch. But you know, I just feel a little underappreciated. But you know what? That's life. It's alright. And that'll be all for me today. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for joining me on this dream that us Illidan's all have. Thank you for watching.